Now, once we know what are the potential basic terms of a cell are, then we can extend this concept to the combination of cells. How does the cells combine? Similar to the resistances, we have two standard results: series combination of cells and parallel combinations of cells, and you must learn them thoroughly, you must understand all them, and then you will see how the circuit solving becomes very easy. So, basically second topic I would add here is combination of cells. Combination of cells. So, the first combination which we are going to talk about, the series combination. Series combination. What is a series combination? Let us talk. So, when you connect two cells E1, E2, R1, R2 to a resistor like this, to external resistance like this. So, my dear students, once you identify this, you can see the current in this every cell, the current in this circuit, the current is same throughout the cell. You can see this is also current, both cells have same current, rather the current will be same in the both circuit. So, whenever the current is same, we say it is in series combination, same current, then they are called as in series combination. Okay. I can also draw one more thing. Suppose if I draw them like this, this is, let us say, E1, this is R1, this is, let us say, R2, this is E2, let us say this is R, let us say there is one more cell over here. E3, R3. Now, you might wonder, sir, what is this? So, my dear students, whenever all the batteries are connected in the same loop, when all of them are connected in same loop, we consider them as they are in series. So, because you can clearly see here, if I draw the current from here, the direction of current in this branch would look like this. The direction of current, I have just chosen an arbitrary direction, then it will look like this. You can see that the current will be same again. So, all of them are in series, So, my dear student, you need to understand what the series means. It does not mean they have to be in a same line, they can be in different lines also, but of course, they will be called as in series only if they have same current, same value of current, you can see same value of current passing through both cells, same value of current passing through, same value of current passing through each cell, then they are called in series. So, what is the purpose? We have to combine them. Once we identify that they are in series, we can combine them as, basically these two cells can be combined to form a single cell, which we will call as E equivalent, and a single resistance as R equivalent, and you can make it a simple circuit. This is R equivalent, and this is E equivalent, that is all. So, basically how do we write R equivalent and V equivalent? I am not going to the derivation, I am just going to write the formula. R equivalent is always R1 plus R2 plus R3, irrespective of the combination, what the polarity is, always add the resistances. Similarly, E equivalent will be equal to E1 plus minus E2 plus minus E3. Why I am writing plus minus? Because we have to see the polarities. Why plus minus? Because we have to see the polarities. If they are flowing the current in the same direction, if the direction of current is same for each battery, then add. If the direction of current is different for different batteries, then subtract. So, we have to decide this according to polarity. Plus minus are decided according to polarity. So, let us see how we decide here. You can see in both the cases the current is coming out of the terminal. In both the cases the current is coming out of the terminal. It means both are supporting the same direction of current. So, in this case E equivalent is just addition E1 plus E2, and of course you don't have to think about R equivalent, it is always addition R1 plus R2. Now in this case, if you can see clearly, E1 has the current coming out, E2 also has the current coming out. So E1 and E2 are getting added. What about E3? So if you observe carefully E3, the current is not coming out, my dear friends, rather current is going in. So battery polarity of E3 is opposite. So here if you write the E equivalent, in this case E equivalent is, that is E1, add E1 and E2 and minus E3. Because the polarity of battery is opposite to current, it is not similar to the E1 and E2, so that is why we have to subtract E3. So that is how we decide the sign. And of course, what about R equivalent? Whatever polarity it is, you always have to add R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So let us solve one simple problem quickly. Suppose there are n identical cells, n identical cells are joined in series with EMF E is and internal resistance of each cell is R. So E equivalent will be assuming all of them are in same polarity. So E equivalent will be equal to, you can see E1 plus E2 plus E3 times, so it will be n times E, and R equivalent will be equal to n times R. Simple. You can also take it as an important result. So when you combine n identical batteries in series with same polarity, then of course Ne will be the effective EMF and Nr will be effective resistance. Now suppose M batteries, M cells are connected in opposite polarity. So if you connect M cells in opposite polarity, of course M is very small number as compared to N, M is less than half of N, you can assume, then what will the EMF, net effective EMF? So basically then what will happen, my dear students, you can see it means out of these suppose this is the circuit, this is the external resistance R, we need to find the, so these are the cells which are connected in same polarity, N cells, out of now M are connected in opposite polarity. So these are M cells connected in opposite polarity. So what can we do? We can group them into two so that we can combine them independently. So because this group is in same polarity and that group is in same polarity with them each other, but these two groups are in opposite polarity to each other. So you can clearly see we can rewrite this as N minus M times E. One group has effective EMF and another group would have effective EMF of M times E. Now you can combine these two and you get E equivalent as N minus M, so N minus 2 ME. So basically E equivalent will be equal to N minus 2M times E, and of course no change in R equivalent will be equal to N times R. So basically my dear students, this is the very good example of series combination where standard question where out of the N cells, if the N all of them are connected in same polarity, effective EMF will be Ne, effective resistance will be Nr. If out of those M cells are connected in opposite order, then it will be N minus 2M times E and effective resistance will be same as Nr. So this is the parallel combination. Now let us go to the series combination. Let us go to the parallel combination. Parallel combination. So basically my dear students, when I say parallel combination, what does this mean? When two cells are connected right now these are not parallel. This is E1, this is E2, R2, because they have same current. If I just draw this diagram, then I won't say that they are in parallel. Rather, when I draw it like this, now they are called to be parallel. Because in this case the current will distribute, we cannot say that both will have same current. Rather, you can see some current will come from here and I1 will go up and I2 will go like this. So current will not be same in both. So what will be same in both? They will have same potential difference, my dear student. Yes, the same thing. The net work done by them will be same. Same potential difference, same. That's why they are in parallel difference. So what is the, how do we write net EMF? Very simple, my dear students. E equivalent, basically we can replace these two cells as a single cell of equivalent E equivalent and resistance of R equivalent. This is R equivalent and this is E equivalent. Let us say this is point A, point B, this is point A, point B. So you can write E equivalent as, remember, E1 R2 plus minus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2, and R equivalent will be R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2, irrespective of the polarity. We will talk about the polarity, but my dear student, this is a very important formula, very important formula to combine cells. E1 R2, E1 into R2, plus or minus will decide later, plus or minus E1 E2 times R1 upon R1 plus R2, that is the simple formula. So how do we decide plus and minus, and what is the meaning of equivalent? Equivalent, as I told you, you can combine these two cells and draw it as a single. For example, sometimes what will happen, these kind of questions will come, this polarity, there is one resistance in between, and also there is one cell like this. So basically you can clearly see here, this battery and this battery are in parallel to each other because both will have same potential difference. So instead of drawing two batteries, we can combine them and we can say this is E equivalent times R equivalent upon that external resistance R, and you can determine the current directly, you can determine the potential difference directly. Very important to understand. So now let us talk about the polarity. So when we take positive polarity, that is E is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2. So for that, please remember this diagram. When both positive terminals are connected to each other, this is R1, this is E1, this is R2, this is E2. So if they are in, now if we want to see how to identify, you can see positive terminals are connected to the same point A, then there will be a positive sign. If the same both have positive terminals connected to point A, then it will be positive polarity. You can also rearrange it in the form of as let's say this is E1 R1, and suppose if I put R2 here and E2 here, it doesn't matter. This is A, this is B, still you can see the positive terminal is connected to here, although positive is here, but still both are connected to the left side. For both, the positive side is connected to the left one, that's why in both cases we will have plus. So when do we have minus sign? Of course, E equivalent will be E1 R2 minus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2. So in that case, basically consider a battery E1 with resistance R1 and this one. This is R1, this is R2, this is point A, this is point B. Now you can see clearly, very clearly from here that positive of E1 is connected to A, but negative of E2 is connected, negative of E2 is connected to A. So you can clearly see these two are in opposite polarity. So in this case we have to use minus sign in between them. Of course, if the battery is shifted over here, still the diagram you just have to identify this is E1, this is R1, this is A, this is B, this is E2, R2. So you can clearly see here the positive is connected to A, but here again does not matter, both are in opposite polarity. In the same case it will be E2 minus R2. So I think now you understand the polarity, you remember the formula. Now let us draw what if n identical cells are connected in, what if n identical cells are connected in parallel. Same polarity, of course we assume same polarity. So if n cells are connected parallel to each other with same polarity, then E equivalent will be just E and R equivalent will be, my dear student, R by N. Very important, E equivalent does not change, E equivalent would remain E and R equivalent will become R by N. Effectively we can decrease the resistance, internal resistance, by connecting so many cells in parallel. So this is the basic understanding of combination of cells. Of course we will see the problems in the, when we will solve the problems. Right now let us complete the theory about the distribution and KCL KVL.